All right, I think we're good. Josh, I think we've made it. Friends, welcome. Here we go. Jesus Christ. I never know if this is actually working, but here we are. Episode 141 of The Melting Pat, live on the old YouTube there. And this week, Josh is back. And also, this week,
and
Josh
high def.
sounds in high def. So, first of all, Josh, how are you, buddy?
Doing pretty well.
All right. Awesome. That's great. You sound really excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, you remember the story I told you after talking to my vice president, so I'm still kind of I just don't know.
Well, yeah, that's why I wanted to start the show right after you told that story.
Why? So I can be bummed?
Yes.
You're such a dick.
Yes, I am.
Such a dick.
You are right. So if you remember the last time Josh was on the show, when the first live stream we ever did, it didn't sound so great. The phone was messing up and stuff, and it was just, So I mentioned on the show as a joke, like, hey, man, I'm going to buy you a microphone, and it's going to be great. And you all thought, oh, he's not going to really do that.
Bought me a microphone.
I fucking did it, pals. Yeah. It's an investment for the show. So, Josh, how do you like it so far?
I love it. It's pretty cool. Audacity is really easy to use.
And it's also free.
I think I'll fiddle with my guitar a little bit more and just record me playing badly on it.
That's what I do. It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not singing, though, because I'm bad at that.
All right, I'll do that for you. I mean, I'm not good at it either, but we'll have some fun.
Me. Yeah.
So right off the bat, I am not in my icebox of a living room because, well, my neighbors are just...
He's doing the show shirtless.
Also, yes, I always do the show shirtless. Fans of the show know that, though. My nips are exposed. But I had to relocate to the bedroom because my neighbors are having some kind of event right outside, right under the window where I do the show, and it was very loud and distracting, and I don't want to put you guys through that, so I made the sacrifice to move to my kind of toasty bedroom, and here we are.
I'm in my toasty bedroom. I don't have the fan on.
No, you probably should.
But it's all the way up there.
It's too far. Way too far. But on the menu, let's try to get on track here. We got a lot to do, man. We're going to get mad toward the end of the show about the NFL. Little teaser for you there. We're talking some baseball, some teams we have not really talked about, and what's new in entertainment and stuff we're watching and all that. And the first thing I want to talk about, though, is I had a question for you guys. It's submitted to me by a coworker. Thank you, Steve. It was about helping out your friends and really how to get out of helping out your friends. And I think there's no better way to answer this question than to not answer it, which is actually really awesome because only 2 people answered the question. So when a friend asks you for help and you can't do it or don't want to do it, how do you tell them? How do you get out of doing the thing? And I'll read what I thought about it in a second, but we had a couple of fan answers. But Josh, have you given any thought to this? Has this kicked around in your brain hole? That's a weird thing, but have you, when you need to help someone do something and you just don't want to do it, how do you tell them?
Mackenzie. That's it right there. That's it.
I think we lost you.
I'm still here.
I think we missed your answer.
No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't get the answer though. I got Mackenzie, and then yep, that's it right there.
No, I said Mackenzie. That's the.
Oh man, Google does not want me to hear that answer. Jesus Christ! All right,
Mackenzie's not feeling good.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's good. Jesus Christ. All right, so anybody listening live right now, if any of you are out there, I don't know what to tell you.
We're doing this as we go, guys.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Tune out and get the podcast tomorrow. So I don't know what to say.
No, Mackenzie's not feeling good. That's the answer. Mackenzie's not feeling good.
All right, there we go. Now we got it. Oh, thank you, NSA, for helping us out. Yeah, so you can put your your kid there on the line, and that's good. I usually use Buster and just say, hey, my dog is 15, so I got to go be with the dog, and I can't do it. But really, my whole thing was like, I don't want to, as a perfectly acceptable answer for an adult, which is great, which is kind of what our two responses said. Danielle, who I used to work with, said, I'm a little more blunt than most people. I'll either tell you straight up no, or I'm ignoring you. Either way, I'm not helping, which really is a fucking great round of applause, Danielle. That's a great fucking answer. Yeah. Oh my good. I wish I had the stones to give that answer, really, because oh man, that'd be awesome. And Phil says, I do it Hulk Hogan style. That's not going to work for me, brother. So there you go. There's my 99-cent Hulk Hogan for you. So really, it's just I don't want to. That's the whole thing, and I think it's a great way to get out of things.
I don't know if I was going to ask. Now, if I was going to ask someone for help, and they're like at least lie to me. I don't know, lie to me.
All right, that's fair. My coworker brought this up to me because his wife or sister, I can't remember, somebody asked her to do something for work, and she couldn't do it. And she was trying to reply to the person with like a story like, oh, sorry, I got this going on and this and that and this and that. And he's like, why don't you just tell him I can't do it? Like, I'm unable to help you. And that's the end of the conversation. And so he was asking if it was maybe a gender thing, maybe if women have or feel a reason to explain themselves, whereas a dude can just go, yeah, no, I don't want to, really. So I don't know, but you're saying you would rather have a lie and not just like go fuck yourself, right? You would rather have someone say, no, I can't do it, or I don't want to.
Well, and I can't do it is totally perfectly acceptable. But if someone's like, yeah, fuck you, I don't want to do that, and I'm like, well, fuck you too, buddy. I remember shit like that. I remember those things.
All right, that's good. And Josh holds a grudge, so keep that in mind, people.
A little bit. Hold a grudge a little bit.
That's awesome. So maybe it's not a gender thing. Maybe not, because our first fan answer from Danielle was like, no, I'm not going to help you. And like, no explanation needed. So I don't know. I just think, I think a lot of people are jerks.
I mean, really. That's such a blunt. No, I'm not going to help you. What? Really?
Hey, listen, I sat across from Danielle for a couple years, and this is exactly like, that's no shit right there. She would just straight up be like, nope, no, sorry, no, go fuck yourself. Like that's exactly what she would say and how she would deliver the line too. So it's not even, no exaggeration, not a bit. And with certain people, I
appreciate the honesty. So I admired the honesty. I really do. So I'm not saying that like Danielle's a horrible person. I'm just saying like, damn.
Right to the fucking point. That's really, that's what that is, which I appreciate. I mean, don't waste my time. Don't be like, oh, I got to go. Blah, 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 blah. Just, nope. If you can't help me, you can't help me. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we did that. That was great. I'm glad we finally got your answer, as simple as it was.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to tell you, kids get you out of a lot.
They really do. Kids and old dogs, I've learned. It's awesome. Yeah. If you don't have children, get an old dog and you'll never have to do anything in your life again.
And when that dog goes, just get another one.
Yeah, well, just don't tell anybody that your dog died. If you're using your dog primarily to get out of stuff, just don't tell anybody.
Or you could just say my dog you could just your dog just perpetually just died.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm grieving. That's a good one too. Yeah.
Yep.
That's perfect. Hear that, Buster? You get to be my excuse for the rest of my life.
How to be a horrible person 101 right here on the Melting Pat.
That's right. You come here for the hard-hitting stuff. We got more hard-hitting stuff later. Oh, we are going to get mad later. But first, I want to talk about some good stuff because there are some movies and video games that are out right now that I want to tell you about because I'm excited to tell you about them. I don't know. Only a couple of movies. Future World. Let's see. Oh, am I really going to read all this? Why do I? I always do this. I put a big like paragraph in the notes for the movies, and I don't want to read them. So here's what you need to know. James Franco is in this. Method Man is too. Mila Jovovich, she's attractive. So that's good. Let's see. It is a princess rescues. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying I don't have such opinions.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So a prince has to travel across
just in case everybody wanted to know.
Prince has to save his mom, who is played by Lucy Liu, which I think is awesome. And he runs into a drug lord who is played by Mila Jovovich, the warlord who is James Franco, and it's basically a post-apocalyptic mess of a movie that looks a lot of fun. I know I didn't do a good job explaining it, but Method Man, James Franco, Lucy Liu, Mila Jovovich. What more do you need? You don't need any more than that, right?
I was just thinking that. Method Man, what more could you ask for?
It was funny. They actually put his real name in the description, like whatever. I don't know what his real name is. I deleted it, but I was like, just call him Method Man. Who cares?
Well,
and
no one's going to know.
Yeah, nobody's going to know who he is. Who cares? Nobody's going to know. It's Method Man. God damn it. Yeah.
What's the next movie, Pat?
Solo, a Star Wars story. That's it. Star Wars. I don't need to tell you about a Star Wars movie. Like I said last week with the superhero movies, if you're into it, you're going to go see it, right? It's Star Wars. You're probably going to go see it. I don't need to tell you about it. So there you go. It's out.
I don't know. I think I kind of have a man crush on Donald Glover, like, because I'm just super interested in anything that he does. He was on Saturday Night Live like a few weeks ago. It was him, and he was performing as Childish Gambino. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a super huge Donald Glover fan.
Well, there you go. See that? Donald Glover in one movie, Method Man in the other. I mean, you can't go wrong with these two movies this week, friends. You really can't.
I'm derailing your show right now.
No, well, the internet is really doing that on its own, so it's all good. It's funny because like there's a delay. So okay, I'm gonna let you peek behind the curtain here, friends. There's a delay for some reason in the Google Hangout. So when Josh and I are talking to each other, we're like interrupting each other because of the lag on our call, and so it's turning into a whole mess, and it's lovely. And I would not have it any other way.
Is that what's doing it?
Yeah.
Well, damn.
I can't figure anything else out. I don't know. Maybe next time we'll try Skype. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but in the meantime, there are some video games out that y'all can play. Mega Man Legacy Collection. Video games. Hank Hill. I usually don't do like collections and stuff when I talk about video games, but on the Switch, Mega Man Legacy Collection and Collection 2. So 2 big collections of Mega Man games. If you want to play them on Switch, I am awful at Mega Man, but in case you want to play them, there they are on the Switch. I don't know. Mega Man. Pat, what games are on there? I don't fucking know. Mega Man. Whatever. Just play Mega Man. All right. Oh, you don't come to this show for the journalism, folks. That's for sure. State of Decay 2, PC and Xbox One. Josh, this is right up your alley if you have one of these things. Zombie survival, third person, open world. Apparently free for Xbox Game Pass members. I don't know what that is, but if you have that, you get a free game. So you can't go wrong.
If I can play it on the SteamOS, I'll probably download it for PC. Because I on PC I play a lot of Left 4 Dead 2 online, and that's a heap of fun. I mean, sometimes you get some jerks on there, but because it's a 4-player co-op game, if you got that one jerk, everybody just like does things to mess up the jerk.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Also, I didn't know that you were on Steam, and we should totally play Genital Jousting after the show.
Did you say genital jousting?
Yes, I did. It is exactly what you think it is.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube video of this.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it when we're done the show, because it's super fun. This one's not as fun as that, but if you're into tennis, it could be more fun. Tennis World Tour. There's are you into tennis? Do I feel bad? I just made fun of everyone who's into tennis.
No, I'm still like since the
okay.
transition from jousting with genitals to tennis.
There isn't one. Except no, actually there is. Balls are involved. So that works out. So that's how that goes. But Tennis World Tour, you play as one of 30. There are 30 pros in the game. There's a realistic career mode. I don't know what a realistic tennis career mode entails, but like I said, if you're into
what would
tennis,
that even look like?
Do it up. I have no idea. I don't know, but you can play across
like
a bunch of courts, and I don't know what else there is. John McEnroe there? I don't know. You'll have to find out and play the game.
John McEnroe's the unlockable character.
He's the 31st pro.
Yeah, like in the career mode, like you start out as a kid, like at your parents' country club, and then you just like go from there. Just like don't go to school, and they just fly around the world. There it is, right there. I think I figured it out.
That's a great tennis career mode for two guys who don't know anything about tennis. There you go. So Tennis World Tour is available right now. This is a fun one out for PC and Switch. Runner 3 is it's a rhythm game, I think. And you have to jump and double jump and wall jump and slide, kick and dance. And I don't really know. I don't know. I watched the trailer for this game and I do not understand any of what is going on, except that it looks like a lot of fun. It's like it reminded me of Banjo-Kazooie in how it's just like, hey, fun, but there's probably something to it. I'm not really sure what that is, but it looked like fun. And oh man,
honestly, it's huh?
I should have saved that one for the end.
Oh, honestly, it sounds like the way you're describing it. It sounds like Subway Surfers or like Temple Runner or like those other mobile games. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Is Jet Set Radio a thing like that? It's like a rhythm music game. I don't know what that is. I hear people talk about it, but I've never played it.
Parappa the Rappa.
That's the one.
Do you remember Parappa the Rappa?
I only know Parappa the Rappa from the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale game that I got for $5.
Oh yeah, Parappa the Rappa. It was like this game on PS1, and it's like you made the guy rap. And if I remember correctly, if you have the sickest raps, then you're the rap champ.
Oh, well, that sounds like fun. So Guitar Hero before there was Guitar Hero. And for
yeah.
I'm not going to make the joke I was going to make, but you know where I'm going. So yeah, there you go. Runner 3 is available on PC and Switch right now. I should have saved that for the end. I have two more. One of them is serious, which I should have put in the middle, but it looks fucking amazing on PS4. Detroit Become Human. It revolves around 3 androids. Kara, I don't know how to say names.
Yes.
Is a newly created housekeeper android who develops artificial consciousness. So she kind of becomes a person. I think that's the point of the title there. Connor is a police model android who hunts deviant androids. So like Kara, don't know. And Marcus, who is a caretaker android who, after gaining consciousness, takes it upon himself to free others like him from bondage. And the cool thing about this is it is a massive story, and the characters in the story, they can die. The story goes on without them, and the choices you make, if you get a character killed, they shape the ending, and there are like a bunch of endings, like Heavy Rain had a bunch of endings, like 40 or 984 different endings based on your choices. This is like that, and it almost makes you want to go out and get a PS4. It looks that good.
Yeah, I was looking at that one. It sounds pretty cool. And it's like a real deal RPG game. It's like, oh, these things that I'm doing actually matter. It's just not 2 or 3 different ways of going about the same result, which is what a lot of like your big AAA RPGs have been lately.
Yeah, it seems like you actually have a lot of choice. Like if you, all right, I hate to crap on Telltale games again, but I'm going to do it anyway. So you have kind of the illusion. You have kind of the illusion of a lot of choices in Telltale games, but at the end of the day, there are only like 4 or 5 or 6, however many set endings, set narrative points you can take to go finish the game. Whereas this seems like you actually get all of those choices and then some based on what you do in the game. So it looks really awesome.
Huh. That does sound pretty cool.
I don't know if that made sense to anyone but me, but somebody who's played Telltale games and maybe plays this game might make sense to them. So there you go.
Yeah, I had no idea.
All right,
trying to be your support.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
I'm still supporting you, Pat.
Even though you just outed me. I do appreciate that. But our last our last game is out on PC, PS4, PS Vita. I don't think I've ever had one out on Vita on the show. Xbox One, Switch, and 3DS. It is called Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, and straight up, this is a Castlevania 3 ripoff, and they don't try to hide it, which I love. It looks awesome. I think I'm going to get this game. I might, maybe right after we do this, I'm going to buy it on 3DS because I love Castlevania, and this looks like a lot of fun, even though I have Castlevania 3. This looks like so much fun, and my favorite thing is that they just don't give a shit about be like, yep, this is what we're doing here. Have fun, and it's probably going to sell a lot.
I love it. I love it. I love shameless ripoffs. They're just like, yeah, we're totally ripping off this and we don't care. It's amazing to me. Like, see, it goes back to, like, I see it on the same level as, like, saying to somebody, no, I'm not going to help you. Like, I appreciate the honesty so much.
Oh, it's perfect. It's so good.
Yeah. I did want to add one thing to the game talk.
Yeah.
So Nintendo, they're going to be reselling, they're redistributing back for sale the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, and I think they're going to start selling on June 29th, and it's going to be selling through the rest of the year. So if you haven't picked one up, it's going to be $60. Go ahead and pick one up. I know I'm going to try too. And I also read, I think this is a rumor, but I think they filed a patent for an N64 Classic.
That is true. First of all, my mom really wants an NES Classic, so I'm going to try to get one for her. So thanks for that little tidbit there, Josh. And yes, you are correct. They did file a trademark or a patent or something or other for N64 Classic. And oh man, if I had, I did a Facebook post several months ago because they were talking about it, and I said, "Hey guys, what do you think we should put on this console?" I like limit it to 20, and I had a couple people jump in. I wish I had it in front of me, but next time. But yeah, well, no, I don't want to dive into it now because it wouldn't be right without having the whole list. But yeah, you know what? TheMeltingPat.com. Submit some things. If you, what games would you like to see on N64 Classic? And the next time Josh comes back, we'll break it down. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. I don't know.
Sounds good. Right off top three: Mario 64, GoldenEye, and Star Fox 64.
Yeah, there you go. Hard to argue. Throw in Ocarina of Time, and you got yourself a solid 4 horsemen there.
Damn.
There you go. I like that. I like it a lot. So yeah, we'll try to gather some data, and we'll do that the next time. So yeah, those are the games. That was fun. That went smooth, more smoother like than I thought it would. So Josh, the live folks once again are going to get an awkward pause. But the people in podcast world are going to hear a song from my new friends in a band called Mascots. They're from Cincinnati, Ohio. And you can find more from them at mascotsband.bandcamp.com. They have some new tunes coming in the fall, so be on the lookout for them. They're also, listen out, whatever. They're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, whatever that is, and YouTube. Do the thing over there. And thanks, guys, so much for this. This song is called On the Fence. So enjoy the thing with the stuff. Do it up.
Tunes.
All right. Yeah, that was fun. We did the thing with the stuff. Awkward pauses and everything. Thank you to Mascots for this song On the Fence. The link to their Bandcamp thing is in the description. If you don't want to hear us talk about sports, you can listen to that song instead. Now I know I usually don't do sports back-to-back, but I figured in this case, it kind of makes sense because of the things we're going to talk about. So we're going to get mad about the NFL in a minute.
Good. I want to get mad.
In a couple of minutes, we're going to do We're going to do the good stuff first. We're going to do
I'm ready to get mad. Stuff. I like being mad.
Okay, well, let's do baseball first.
Well, no, we'll do no.
Yeah.
No, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Then we can let it build, let our aggression really stew. and then we'll unleash it on the YouTubes because it's going to be gross. So the last time you were
NFL's going to get it.
They are going to get it for sure. The last time you were here, Josh, we talked about, the same couple of teams we usually talk about, and we decided that, hey, let's talk about some teams that we never really talk about. And this experiment, I don't think it went too well because I came up with like 3 teams. So it's luckily, we got a couple of questions that we can do, and then we'll talk about hockey for 90 seconds. So that sounds good, right? I don't know.
It'll work. I really want to preface this by I was playoff hockey, so I haven't really watched a whole lot of baseball.
And I have watched 0 playoff hockey, so really it works out.
Cool. We're gonna compliment each other. Let's do it.
Yeah, it works out so well. So the Brewers, man, Josh Hader is a reliever. He has had 2 games where every out he's recorded has been a strikeout. He did it with 8 outs. They were all Ks. And then he did 6. And in both of those appearances, no balls in play. Like, that's video game shit. That's awesome. He throws hard. He doesn't mess around. The Brewers are in first place right now. They're on fire. It's awesome. Of course, when I watched the Brewers yesterday, they got shut out by the Mets, but small sample size. So I am I'm going to stick with the Brewers being good in contention. I'm not counting out the Cubs by any means, but I think the Brewers are going to make a move for either a starter or a big bat in the middle of the lineup and go from there. But I don't know. Josh Hader is fun to watch. Have you seen him at all?
No.
Of course not. Why would you? Why would you research for the show? I don't know either. I mean, I don't, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do want to say, like, I hope Milwaukee, because they in it last year too, up until the very end. They didn't make it, but I mean, they hung around. Now, I don't think we should count out St. Louis either, because St. Louis and Chicago, they have the same record right now. So, I mean, if they both kind of keep the same path, maybe even go on a tear, either one of them could really be in it. So, and St. Louis, you can't ever really count out St. Louis. I mean, can you really?
No, you can't, especially like they have great starting pitching. It's obscene how awesome their starting pitching just like they breed starting pitchers. I don't know how they keep doing it, but I don't know. I think they need a bat in the middle of the lineup, but who knows? They're still doing well now, and we'll see what happens down the road. But yeah, you can never count them out, and that's a good organization. I know I like to crap on them every now and again, but really, I do like the Cardinals. I'm going to go on record. They, I do enjoy them.
The Cardinals are wholesome.
They really are. They're like, they're the team you take home to mom.
They're the Mr. Rogers of baseball teams.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll go with that one. That sounds good. I like it. Yeah,
like they come home and like they take off their work shoes and they put on a different pair of shoes to like hang out at home, but they're more casual.
Well, they don't want to get all their work dirt on the floor of the house.
Yeah, but they don't have to put on new shoes to do it. Like they can just take off their work shoes and just like leave it there at the doorstep. That was one thing that kind of like confused me as a kid watching Mr. Rogers. Like he'd come home, take off his nice shoes, but then he would put on like some boat shoes and just like hang out at the house. I mean, yeah, I know it was probably for the show, but there's that came from a real place. I know somebody really does that.
Well, what if their feet get really sweaty from whatever job they do and they don't want to walk around smelling their own feet sweat all day?
I thought I had a really good point.
I mean, you did, but there's just an easy answer for your question. That's all.
Oh.
Like, it doesn't invalidate your point. But anyway, the Rockies are in first place right now. And I love the Rockies. I know you also love the Rockies. We want all the playoff games to be played in Coors Field because that'd just be so much fun. Their starting pitching hasn't really been consistent. It never really is, to be honest. But this is the time they got to take advantage of the division. The Dodgers are not great right now. The Diamondbacks are banged up. The Giants are old. Sorry, Giants fans. Padres are going nowhere. So the Rockies and, the Diamondbacks kind of have to keep their foot on the gas, as it were. But the Rockies got to step up and take charge. I don't know. if we were doing contender pretender right now, I would sadly put the Rockies at pretender, but first place right now, so give them a point for that.
Yeah, but considering that, but who would you put contender in the NL West though? I mean, because nobody's really doing a lot of anything. I mean, they're a little bit better than the AL Central right now, but
AL Central's garbage. Sorry,
so bad.
AL Central's fucking garbage.
No, it's a dumpster fire right now.
Oh, it's bad. But contender in the NL West, I'm not. Even though last week I said it was danger for the Dodgers. I'm not ready to count them out just yet because Turner's back. Kershaw's coming back. Somebody else just came back. Kenley Jansen is finally pitching well. But Arizona, they're struggling. They're injured. But I think they have the depth to keep it going. So we'll see. But the Rockies, if they want to step on the gas, now's the time to do it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We're coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Either way. I mean, the Yankees are still playing well, so that's disgusting. But, yeah, we'll see. Okay, I was going to talk about the Blue Jays, but now I don't want to. So there you go. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is wrecking the minors, so hurry up and get him to the majors because he's awesome. So there you go. There's your baseball.
Boom.
Yeah, we had a couple other questions, but we'll save them. We don't need to do them right now. Yeah, we could go to hockey and then get mad about the NFL. That's all good. So Stanley Cup final, it's set, man. Game 1 is Monday. The Washington Capitals, for the first time in 20 years, are playing for the Stanley Cup, and for the first time ever, first time in their history, the Las Vegas Golden Knights are in the final. This is going to be a lot of fun. What do you like about this matchup, Josh?
I love everything about this matchup. You've got Mike-Andre. Oh my God. You've got Mike. You've got Marc-Andre Fleury and Mike. You got Marc-Andre Fleury, and he's an aging goalie, but he is having the best absolute year of his career. It's insane. Like the Penguins kind of got rid of him because they were just like, well, we got this new shiny Matt Murray guy, so they didn't protect him for the expansion draft. So Marc-Andre Fleury, I'm just gonna call him Flower, whatever.
Just call him Mike.
Mike. Yeah. So Marc-Andre Fleury, he's just, I mean, he's playing. He is shut down in the net. It is insane. I've been keeping up with the West a lot more than I have the East. But I've watched a lot of Vegas Golden Knight games. I think I watched every series of theirs just because I was so interested and excited into what they were doing. But yeah, but you've also got some guy Marchessault, Belmar. Like it's a team basically comprised of a bunch of third and fourth liners, and they just they tore ass all through their division the entire year. They tore more ass through the playoffs and. And they're playing in the Stanley Cup final. I mean, and the fact that they're playing the Washington Capitals, who haven't made it past the second round in 20 years, that's an exciting. I like Alexander Ovechkin, and I kind of, it feels a little dirty to say this because of course I'm a Flyer supporter, but I mean I like the Capitals, I really do. So I think it's going to be a really, really great series because each team has something to prove. Each team has something to play for. So I'm pretty excited. I'm really, really excited. Hold on. I'm going to do a thing. Hold on. Just wait a second.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, what the
God.
I'm excited for the Stanley Cup final.
Holy shit, that was so loud. I took my headphones off for a second, so it might have come through twice.
We'll see.
God.
The website that has all the teams' goals, they don't have one for Vegas yet. So
that's a shame.
Yeah, so I just picked a random one. I picked the Columbus Blue Jackets, whatever.
It's all good. Yeah, I feel bad saying this because as a Flyers guy, I think I'm supposed to hate the Capitals, but I kind of don't. I never really have. I never really got into that. I will always be like, wow, are they ever going to make it past the first round of the playoffs? And here they are. finally, Ovechkin, this is year 13 for him, I think, in the league. He's already got like 78,000 goals. So he's a hell of a player. He's probably going to the Hall of Fame. Winning a Stanley Cup would certainly help those chances, I think. But on the other hand, I love expansion teams winning things. So I don't know, man. All right, as a Flyers guy, I have to officially throw my support against the Capitals, but I'm not going to be too upset if it happens. That's all I'm saying.
Either way, it's going to be really fun. I plan on watching every single game of the series. I mean, I hope it goes to 7.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to do that also. So maybe no baseball on the show for the next 2 weeks, and we'll talk about the Stanley Cup. I don't know. What the hell do I know?
Yes.
So that should be a lot of fun. I say that having watched none of the playoffs this year, or maybe like 90 seconds total. So I don't know, but enjoy that if you're a thing with this stuff. And okay. All right, Josh, are we ready? Are we mentally prepared?
You better be ready, NFL, because we're coming. We're coming for you, Roger Goodell.
Oh, old Pat has a peeve on the NFL this week. Oh, my goodness, friends. If you have not heard the news, I will throw it out to you briefly. The NFL decided this week that they're going to penalize players, fine them, maybe throw out some 15-yard misconduct penalties, whatever the fuck they're going to call it, for players who kneel during the national anthem because, well, okay. I don't know where I even want to start with this. So I'll just pick this thing. A lot of people who are against this silent protest because they're racist probably. They're like, the national anthem, you need to respect it. And it's about, this is about what America's all about in that anthem. And I thought about it earlier today. And they're right. Because America really, if you really think about it, and I can say this, confidently as a white man, America is about old white dudes getting to dictate everything that happens in this country. And really, that's what this is. An old white man, the president, got to dictate what is happening with a private company, a private or if they're whatever you call them, the NFL. He got to basically dictate a rule that they have now passed without talking to the union, the players union, which is hilarious. So if they try to penalize people like, hey, you didn't clear this with the players union.
They are pissed.
And you're supposed to, that's the whole point of this agreement we have is that we have to talk about this stuff beforehand. You can't just, they're like, Goodell has gotten in trouble before for overreaching and doing too much with his position. Like, hey man, rein it in. Like you work for us, the owners, we got to talk about this. And the players have to be involved because it's a union. That's the whole point. Yeah, I have said this on the show before. I've said this really anywhere where it will get out in the universe. If you still, after 2 years now, think that these anthem protests have anything at all to do with the flag, the military, the anthem, the police, the whatever, there's nothing else I could say to you except that you're a fucking moron. And maybe, possibly,
you have
racist. You're fucking stupid. Like
you've been led astray, people.
Like... This is not what it's about, right? Not at all. And the fact that you cling to this, I just know how dumb you are, really.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't go to saying racist because that's a charge to throw at somebody.
I know, but I know it is. That's why I said maybe. I
will say they're grossly misinformed, or maybe they're like you said, they're probably just stupid. But yep. I'm of a couple of minds behind this. Number one, I'm going to preface it with, I don't want to say it's devil's advocate, but it is kind of the truth behind it. The NFL, it is a business. I mean, it's technically a nonprofit from what I understand, which I don't know why the fuck I don't know why it still is. Why is it legally considered nonprofit? But anyways, that's a totally different thing. but as a place of employment, they totally have their right to set a rule like that. Yes, but that's not a good rule to set, because doing that is like the absolute worst thing that the NFL could have done. They basically have taken a position on the thing when they should have just stayed out of it. Like it should have just been between the players association, let them work it out between themselves, whatever. But because like they're instituting a rule where there's a 15-yard penalty, they are taking a stance on it. which is the absolute worst. Like that's the worst way that Roger Goodell could have handled this. Like, God, like, and he's making $20 million a year. Like, shit. God, stupid Roger Goodell. His head looks like a bunch of his head looks like unprocessed silly putty. He looks like a bum.
It does. It really does. Oh man. Oh, you're right.
That was a Pat peeve and a Josh jeer.
Oh, I like that one. A Josh jeer. I like it. Hashtag that shit, friends. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I like that. Nobody's gonna do that, but that's all right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, the word oh man. So really okay. Maybe they didn't do this in direct response to what the president was saying about it, but optics are everything for a company like the NFL or for any company really.
Absolutely.
And it looks like they are catering to a rant by the president to appease him for whatever reason there could be for that. I don't know. And again, I'm not saying they're doing this. I'm not suggesting it. I'm just saying that's what it looks like from here in my bedroom, rather. That's how it looks to me, that they saw this guy getting mad at their players and said, all right, you're right, Mr. President. We'll make that change right away, sir. Like, I don't get it.
I think you're shooting at the right barn, but not hitting the right board. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Like, they're catering to somebody, but who they're catering to is that they're catering to like the NFL audience as a whole, which is a majority very white conservative kind of people.
Yep.
Who support Donald Trump.
Yes.
So like it is very much like kind of in that aspect, but me personally, I don't think that it's directly to please the president. They're just trying to maintain, their demographic, conservative white people.
Which, as a business, I mean, that's not. See, I don't want to go so far as to say that's a good decision, because I think the way they did it is not a good idea. But catering to your main audience is a good decision as a business, because these people are upset about this, and these people are going to allegedly they've boycotted, and now they're going to be like, yeah, now I can watch football again, yeah, and like what I don't know why a 2-minute somebody taking a knee during the opening song it matters at all, but I've talked about that on the show at length. It doesn't matter to me, but what the hell do I know? I just know this is a horrible idea. And they said, the solution that the NFL offered was, all right, so they're going to find players teams or players, I forget which one, who showed disrespect during the anthem, whatever that means, or they can stay in the locker room. So I don't, it's like, okay, you either will punish you or you can, shut up. That's really what that says to me. Like, they're just like, okay, shut the hell up then and go do whatever. And that's rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's so stupid. Are we still doing fantasy this year?
I don't want to. Not because of this. Just in general. I'm lazy. Okay. I don't know if that's official. I haven't told the league yet. You're the only one who knows. And then, well, anybody who hears this, I guess, will be like, what the hell? I don't know.
I'm bad at it anyway. I try. I really try. I'm managing my lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not just letting my roster sit like, fuck it. I'm participating. I just do it poorly.
Yeah, I don't know. I go through cycles of fantasy football. So if I don't do it this year, it'll have nothing to do with this new rule. Let me put that on the record. I don't know. Although it'll make me seem like a dick because I won last year. So they're like, oh, no, you're just not going to do it anymore. And I don't know. But I don't care about that too much. But anyway.
You've won the last.
No, years. I've won. I've won it 3 times overall. And the first year, Tim won it, who's been on this show also. Then I won the next 2. Bill won 1, and then I won the last one. So, yeah, I've done pretty well, I think. In our tiny league, I've done pretty well.
Almost said something horrible.
I don't want to know. I don't know. And remember, we're live.
Yeah, you don't. You really as a want to hear my analogy.
Yeah. All right. We don't need to do that. Okay. So I'm going to put a sound here for the podcast folks, because I feel like we need to come down after that. For the live folks, you get another awkward pause. So sorry, deal with it. But on the other side of whatever this is, we are going to talk about what has been on our screens lately. And then, yeah, maybe a fart noise. I don't know. Here it is. All right. And we're back. There it was. Whatever that was. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put in Josh saying fart noises as the break. Maybe that'll work. That'll be the thing.
Yes. Yes.
That could work. But Josh, before we get out of here, I want to talk about stuff some good stuff. We want to end on a good note, if we can. Stuff we've been playing and watching. I'll let you go first. What games have you been playing on lately?
Okay, so I've been playing on a few games. 2 on PS4, actually mobile. I've been kind of getting into mobile games lately, like on my phone. There's some really good games out there for mobile, so check them out on your app store. But anyway, I've been playing Doom, the 2016 reboot, which is amazing. So good. Like, I got the game 2 years ago and I still play it just because it's just so fast and it's so violent and it's metal as fuck. Like, honestly, the soundtrack the soundtrack kicks so much ass. And on mobile, I'm playing a game called a Data Wing, which the premise of the game is like you're like this little triangular little rocket ship looking thing called a data wing. And what it is that you have to steer this little rocket ship on these little like racetrack looking things carrying what's called a data payload for an evil artificial for an evil AI program thing who like runs like the whole system in the game kind of thing. So that's been pretty fun, and I beat the game, but I still play it just because it's really, really fun to do. It's got some really cool in-game physics. It's a good time. It's good whenever you're actually you just use your imagination what it's fun to play while you're doing. But anyways,
nice.
And lastly, classic game, which a modern classic, I guess. I'm playing Skyrim on PS4 too, which that's just something like I like to play it, like if it's late at night on a weekend and I just want to relax. Like Skyrim, it's just such a really great universe. It's really immersive. I have a lot of fun with it. And as far
I've never played it.
Skyrim is amazing.
I don't even know what it is.
It's like an RPG game, and you play a character called the Dragonborn, and you just go around and you do adventures, you kill dragons. You can buy a house and decorate it.
Put it on the board. Yes. Sorry.
Was that Hawk Harrelson?
It was. I couldn't resist.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
You just had to do that to me. But you know what? I think you should just do a Hawk Harrelson and be like, "This show is over."
Oh,
how bad would that be?
Oh man, that'd be a good place to end it, though.
But as far as what I'm watching, Bridget and I are watching 2 shows mainly. We're watching Lost in Space, but mainly because there's this really cringy character on the show that we don't like, and we just really hate this character, and it's really tough to watch. Like, it's really annoying and pisses me off. And we're also in the middle of Westworld season 2, which Westworld is a really, really awesome, interesting, amazing, fun show. So it's got it takes a lot of like kind of current things that are going on and puts like a futuristic twist on it. And there's a lot of like themes of like existential crisis and identity. And it's a thinker. It's definitely a thinker.
All right. Awesome. I've heard a lot of people talk about Westworld. I don't have HBO, so not on my screen lately. But what I am watching on my screens is a sitcom, a newer sitcom called Splitting Up Together. Jesus, there we go. I think I've talked about this before, but I don't care. Still watching it. Do you know this show?
No. You kind of botched the name a little bit, and I said starring Mike Andre Fleury. Kind of keep with the
sorry. Splitting Up Together. There we go. Jenna Fisher, and I love her because I love The Office, and I was like, all right, let's check this out, and I'm really enjoying it. It is a husband and wife. They are divorced, but they still live together. So one week One parent will live with the kids in the house and do all the parent stuff. The other one will live in the garage and do a bunch of single free person stuff. So it's actually really fun, and it's on Hulu if you want to watch it. And on the old Netflix, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, we watched Kevin Hart and the Will Ferrell episodes, and they were a lot of fun. Kevin Hart was in.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. Kevin Hart was in a race car, and he still looked like a totally tiny man, and it was really funny. So yeah, that's what I'm watching. What I'm playing lately on N64 is playing Spider-Man the other day, and what a game. The graphics in that game, by the way, do not hold up at all. Not even a little bit. But the game is still a lot of fun. And yeah, not close. Not at all. But it's still a lot of fun. I was playing Lego Jurassic World, which is, goddamn, what a great purchase. I bought that game for myself on PS3 for my birthday a couple years ago, and I do not regret it. It is so fun. You get to play as a dinosaur, and you go through the 4 Jurassic Park movies, and it's just so fun. If you have a chance, pick it up. It's probably on sale at this point. So pick it up if you can do it and have fun with it. It's a lot of fun. Also on Steam, I'm playing Horizon Chase Turbo, which that old school racing game. It is. I'm terrible at it, but I'm having a lot of fun, and that's what matters with video games, friends. You can suck at them, but if you still have fun, that's really all it is.
I agree.
There you go. That's a great way to end the show, really. Just you agree with me, and that's what matters.
That is what matters. I mean, this is the melting pat.
Yeah, it's not that. I don't know. I don't have a funny thing for your name. Sorry.
Yeah, no, my name's not really funny.
The Josh Jeer was good, though.
Yeah. That's more like a segment, though.
That's true. All right, next time.
I mean, I could make I could make a show like the Josh Jeer, but I don't think like people want to hear me complain about things for 30 minutes.
Well, you could do it as like a segment on like YouTube or whatever, and just do it for like 10, 12 minutes at a time.
This is what grinds my gears.
Yeah. Well, you can't say that. You get sued, but
yeah, I know.
Yeah, you could do it on YouTube, or we could put that on the network probably. I don't know. I don't have the authority to make that decision, but it's something to think about.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, we should probably have mentioned that off air. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
But anyway.
I just thought about it. I like it as a melting pot segment better.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's what this show is. Just a bunch of random nonsense until we get tired or I have to go to the bathroom or something. So, or if Buster has to go, which looks like he does. So there we go. My friends, thanks for listening. Josh, thanks for hanging out, man. This was fun.
It was fun. And thanks for the mic. Sound a lot better.
Oh, no problem. Next time we'll try Skype. Maybe we won't have as much lag as we did with this. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. So it should work out in the podcast. So maybe that'll be irrelevant. So there you go. That's all I got. More for the podcast folks in 10 seconds. And for the live folks, thanks for coming. See you later.
Bye.